Hey YouTube, this is Autistic Duelist here. I'm doing a deck profile on my Laval Quasar. This is my first YouTube video. Trying to keep it under 12 minutes hopefully. So let's get started with the monsters. 3 Laval Volcano Handmaiden. She is your main tuner of the deck. You can't run a Laval deck without her. You really have to have her. She's really important. She's a level 1 tuner. She's kind of what helps you go into formula and get your levels 5s out for Quasar, so she's pretty important. Um, this is Lava Lakeside Lady. She's your back row control. Just as long as you have enough levels in your graveyard, you can banish her another level, pop any set card. So back row control, good for just controlling a lot of cards. I only run 2 of her. 3 is just too much, and 1 you want a lot of back row hate. This new format, there's gonna be a lot of back row and graveyard hate. So, yeah. 2 effect failures, mostly because I just don't like dealing with some people's monsters effects. So I just keep this card, especially like Gravekeepers. I've had one of my friends run Gravekeepers. I've had him try to activate Descendants effect, or just anything that pop monsters on my field, and which usually used to be a problem when I had Miller, so I would just drop an effect veiler, negate the effect, and he would end up attacking my Miller and just kind of fuck himself over, so yeah. Last tuner of the deck, Flamvell Magician. It's just a level 4 tuner, so why not? 2 Cannoneer. 3, it's like, you don't want to run 3, there's something better you could always put in instead of the third one, so just 3, or just 2 of them works good. 3 Cannon. Works good with Lakeside. I use him a lot. Every duel. And he is just really good. Any Laval, banish Laval. So if you have your stand in the graveyard or your dual slash or any heavy hitter that's a Laval, you just go ahead and banish it with Lakeside's Fet, pop a set card. Then summon him, and you got that level back instantly. So he's extremely good. 2 Flamvell Fire Dog digs through your deck since pretty much all your monsters are 200 defense. So yeah. 3 is Cloggy, so you only want to run 2. 1 Boost Warrior, just because helps you go Quasar. Gores, stops OTKs. 3 Fader, it's your stall card and is also level 1, so makes formula. Might switch that out for Swift Scarecrow. Still trying to see how this format's going to turn out. There's a lot of graveyard hate. Swift Scarecrow might not be that good. But moving on to spells, that was about 20 monsters, I think. So, spells. 3 Kindling, have to have it. If you're running a Laval deck and you're not using it, you're just kind of fucked. So, you gotta have 3. 2's not enough. 1's not enough. You have to have 3. So, just, yeah. I'm proxying right now. My Lava Miller is Conduction Field until it comes in the mail. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day. It's supposed to be here before Wednesday. That's all I know. So just proxying for now. 2 Gold Sark. I want to run a third one. I don't have a third one, unfortunately. I'd probably take out one of my other cards for it, just because it helps dig through the deck. Put your Kindling and Conduction Field on auto. Plus, if you want to remove a Lava, so you can use Cannon's effect, he's extremely good. Easy Black Rose, shit like that. So yeah. Pot of Duality, you gotta have it. It's, even though you can't special summon, digs through your deck for your key cards. Since I don't have card D or anything like that, run Pot, extremely good. Monster Reborn, staple, Pot of Avarice, recycle Synchros. Just if you have a lot of Synchros in your grave, which tends to happen to me a lot, just recycle 5 and then draw 2 cards, which is pretty cool. Reinforcements, add your Boost Warrior and your Cannon. I would normally have run a second Boost Warrior, but I said, fuck this, I'm just going to run Rhoda, just because if I already have Boost Warrior in my hand, I can just go ahead and add Cannon. If I have Cannon and I don't have Boost Warrior, I can just add that, so works extremely well. Foolish, I might take that out for a third Gold Sark. 2 MST, Back Row Hate, I might run a third one, still thinking about it. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Double Torrential. Torrential, since we don't really commit to the field, we just go ahead and run Torrential because opponent's trying to span the field with monsters, activate that. Today, my friend Kai, I was dueling him, he uses 6 Samurai. I had an Effect Veiler in my hand and I had Torrential face down, so he was spamming the field with his monsters. He got out Sheehan, and I just said, alright, screw this. I ditched my Effect Veiler, negated Sheehan's effect, and then went ahead and activated Torrential. So, got rid of Sheehan pretty easily, which I thought was pretty cool. That was just the deck, the main deck, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the extra deck now. So for my extra deck, I'm running Maestro, Symphony Degen. Just good against certain monsters. He's extremely good for defense and just puts any monster face down. So some monsters with heavy hitters with lower defense, like lower than 1800, you usually get rid of. So he's extremely good. Plus, you don't really get affected by like Crimson Blade or anything that could prevent you from summoning a higher level 5 or higher ranked monster, or just anything like that. You know, just any level 5s or higher. So he's good. Formula Synchron, just because you have to have it to go Quasar. You could run a TG deck and use Wonder Magician, but dude, just since Striker's limited and just some other stuff, it's not as good as it used to be. Hyper Librarian, draw power, of course. Dual Slasher, Rekindleable, plus he helps me go into a combo with my Quasar and Red Nova, so he's really extremely good. Laval Dragon, it's your Bryonic of the deck, your Compulse, just everything good, so you have to have it. It's really good. It's like the new Bryonic that only works for Laval, so it's pretty broken. Sometimes I try to get that out so I can bait people into using their Veilers and just stupid shit like that, but it works extremely good. Lovable Dragoon. Since multi-conduction field is going to be legal 19th of April, you don't need to run 2. I knew some people used to run 2 to get it out quicker. But since it is going to be legal 19th multi-conduction field, you don't have to run 2, you just run 1. Ancient Flammable Deity, might take that out. I still like his effect though. It's just he's harder to get out since you need a Pyro type non-tuner, and that's only Magma Cannoneer, so he's still pretty good though. Stenin, boss effect, can't be targeted. Just go ahead and banish a Laval and you're good, so he's really good. Black Rose clears your field. Scrap Dragon pops any card by sending your own, so sometimes it's good with Handmaidens and just anything on the field that you don't need. Stardust, really good. Red Fuck You Archfiend, or I mean Red Dragon Archfiend, sorry, it's one of my favorite cards. Shooting Star, Red Nova, Shooting Quasar, all pretty much self-explanatory from there, so, you know, it's extremely good. Kind of now, I'm just going to move on to my side deck, what I have so far. Just, Crimson Blader, just side it out with, like, Flammable Deity or something. Galaxy Queen does piercing, kind of side that out with, like, I guess Maestro or something, does piercing. Can't have your monsters destroyed by battle. Good stall card, and just good with Quasar, too. Fossil Dyna, Pachycephalos pretty good. Can't special summon downside, but usually you play it face down just in case your opponent's like playing macro reps or just anything that spams the field a lot with special summons. Play it face down when your opponent attacks and it flips face up. Just destroy all special summon monsters. So it's pretty broken. Maxi is pretty good. Just ditch at the right time. You can usually get 2 cards off it. So that's what I usually do. Trigodia's evil, slide out with Gores, stops OTKs, plus it can steal your opponent's monsters, so it's pretty cool. Ryo is people only ever use 2. I don't know why they semi-limited it, but it's pretty good. Smashing Ground, I'm probably going to take out for something else. I'm still thinking about what I'm going to take it out for, but Smashing Ground's what I'm running right now. System Down is extremely good. I really do enjoy System Down, just for Machinas and Geargias, Ancient Gears, which you really don't see many of, but just Machinas and Geargias especially, so Royal Decree, just because not very trap heavy deck, so you don't have to worry about it that much. Goes in matches. Whole deck's fire, sometimes that's all you need, so, you know. Light Imprisoning Mirror, extremely good. Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, just Insectors, Twilights, that's why I run 2 of each, stuff like that. Just anything, you know, based off those certain attributes. That was just the basic deck profile. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I go ahead and usually play my deck. Just 3 things you really need for a first turn Quasar, and that would be basically you just need a Conduction Field, Rekindling, any level 1, your boost warrior preferably, so you don't have to waste your normal summon, but now basically to play your deck and just get first turn Quasar, if you draw any of these 3 cards your first turn, just like 3, 1 of each, you're pretty much got first turn Quasar there. Except if you happen to draw a Cannoneer or Maiden, there's always that issue. That's why I prefer Boost Warrior over Battle Fader. I'm still thinking about taking out 1 Fader to put in a second Boost Warrior, but still debating on that. But basically, you play your conduction field. It allows you to just instantaneously send 2 levels from your deck to the graveyard. So you grab all your maidens. Just go ahead and grab your maidens and your cannoneer. Send your first cannoneer, and then your maiden, and then maiden's effect goes off, sends another maiden, and then that goes off, sends another maiden, then just your cannoneer. So it's pretty fucking cool. I mean, this is really this could end up, I saw this on a video, someone was talking about Lavals being tier 0. They have the potential, they really do. So you just send a cannoneer maiden, maiden's effect goes off, you get to send your other maiden, that effect goes off, maiden, cannoneer. And then what you do is you play your rekindling, you special summon all of them back from the graveyard. So now you have your 2 level 5s, which you usually sync together for Dual Slasher. And this is only first turn. If your opponent has cards on the field, never sync for Dual Slasher, go for Dragon, just because you want to take the safe way and go ahead and make sure your opponent's back row, just any monsters, just anything's kind of clear. So now you only have 1 of her left. You get draw power from synchro summoning him first, and then Dual Slasher, so you draw a card. Now you get to special summon your Boost Warrior. Sorry, I'm just noticing that the screen's kind of fucked up. So you special summon your Boost Warrior, and you go ahead and sync for your formula, which is pretty boss. When you do that, you get to draw 2 cards, so you usually end up drawing about 3 cards total. And at this point, you usually draw another conduction field and just anything like that. So you go ahead and sync for your Quasar, which is pretty boss. You get Quasar out, your opponent's already fucking screwed, but if you really want to piss them off, usually around this time, you usually have drawn into another conduction field and rekindling, and if you happen to do so, you play your other conduction field, and now you're sending both your Lakeside ladies to the graveyard, because she's a key part to getting out Red Nova and Quasar first turn, and I've done this a few times already. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty broken as fuck. This is what usually makes my opponents rage quit. So now you drop your Kindling. You get to special summon both Lakesides. 1 Dual Slasher, since he's rekindleable and he's a level 5. And your Maiden. Now if you don't see where this is going, you go ahead and sync for your level 8. Right? So you go for your level 8. You go ahead and bring out Red Dragon Archfiend. And now you have Red Dragon Archfiend and 2 tuners that equal 4 stars. So you sync for your level 12 Red Nova. And you got your Red Nova out in the field, and this is just the part that's fucking hilarious. This is literally what makes people rage quit, and it's just fucking fun to watch. So this is basically first turn Quasar and Red Nova. It does happen pretty frequently if you know how to do, if you just know how to play your deck right and everything. You can usually get them out pretty frequently. It's extremely broken. As I said, this could be tier 0, definitely tier 1, maybe, I don't know, just in between there. It's really good. It's really, I mean, this is just unbelievable how easy it goes Quasar. It's just ridiculous. I'm a big Synchro fan. In a couple months, I'm going to be posting deck profiles on my 6 Samurai when I can get them complete. Probably my Fabled Quasar first, because I have most of the cards for that already. So one of those, Fabled Quasar or 6 Samurai, whichever I happen to get the cards for first, and those are going to be my next deck profiles. But shooting Quasar and Red Nova first turn really pisses off your opponents, and it's pretty good. I really do like the deck. This is what I'm taking to my regionals soon, so this is just basically the deck profile for Lavals. Catch you later, YouTube.